and welcome to the interior of Eleanor the bus. As you can tell, it's just livable, functional, not completely organized, and everything put away where they belong. So I still have things in bins and totes. I do have the subfloor. I will be putting in the regular or the real floor. I don't know when, but sometime during my journey here. Here's my recent ad or purchase is this green guy here. So this one I bought from one of my vendors at our antique and handmade craft show last weekend. So I host that show 4 times a year. That was our October show. So I will have another one in December before I head down south for warmer weather. So the bottom here was purchased a while back, I guess prior to my maiden voyage in July 18th. Now I bought that at a restore place, so for 15 bucks. So that was a great find. It's functional, like I said, not completely aesthetically pleasing, but together these two pieces will become one color as opposed to multicolor. And I'm still waiting for another piece I need to put on top here. I'm not quite sure what that is or what that looks like. So once I see it, and hopefully it's the relatively same dimension, that will sit right on top of there. So it's coming together. This is now my pantry. Inside here is the hopefully I can do this with one hand. Nope, can't. I need 2 hands. There it goes. Like I said, it's not secured. So this is my spice rack. So I've got all my spices in here, and this is all my coffee and teas up here. So again, not yet secured. As you can tell, it moved, so I need to secure it before it falls on someone or my dog. But anyway, that is the pantry as of now. And across the way from the pantry, which I just showed you, is my stove and my oven. So this is a 3-burner stove from Greystone, I believe is what it's called, the name, which is kind of cool feature. Has LED lighted on. These are the burners that correlate with the burners in the back for this 3 stove. And then this is the oven, like most typical RV stoves. To turn it on, all you need to do, I'm going to turn this one here so you can see it better. All you have to do is turn this on to the high position. Propane is running. And there you go. And there's the flame. And then you can adjust it on and off to low. And all the other ones work just the same way. So this is the one in the back. I think I can show that. That one's on. And then this one is my teapot here, which I don't think you can see in the picture. There it is. That one there, push and turn. So all 3 pretty easy to light, okay, on top. Now that's not how it works for the oven. So for the oven, it's a little trickier. I'm going to drop this down so you can see it. We're going to go down into the oven. Go down into the bowels of the oven. All right, so I think this is low enough. I'm going to turn the light off so that you can see that there's no pilot light. And I think if I position it this way, you can now see kind of inside. Maybe. Let me see if I go a little lower. Okay, like that. Let's go a little lower. Okay, let me get this down that low. And where you want to look is way back in the back here. So I have to turn this knob to the pilot position. So I got to push it in, turn it and hold it. And I got to hold it for like 30 seconds, something like that. 30 seconds to a minute before that pilot comes on. So I'm going to pause and then come back and show you that it's lit in about a minute or so. All right, so I'm back, and you can see the glow on the bottom here where the lights are on, or the pilot light is on. So now that the pilot light is on, all I have to do is turn the knob, and it opens up the flames. So the lowest setting here is 350. I can't go below 350. I can't really keep things warm in here if that's the case, because 350 is kind of baking. So I don't have a way to keep it warm. So that is not what I use to warm up my food or keep things warm. So, but anyway, there's the oven. I haven't baked anything in it yet, but I'm eager and anxious to bake in my oven. So that's how I light the Greystone, or my Greystone stove. One of the things, my other channels that I have, it's called Roger's Kitchen, and I'm rebranding it to be Roger's Kitchen on the Road. So this is where I'll be cooking all the meals that you would see on Roger's Kitchen here. Instead of having a traditional house and cooking it in a traditional kitchen, you'll be cooking those meals and then other new meals in my bus. So that's what that would look like. I am going to, I think, redo some of those videos so that you can see that it can be cooked in a camper or an RV. To the left of that is going to be a drawer mechanism. I think I'll have 3, maybe 4 drawers here. The top drawer, of course, needs to be my utensils. The second one, probably my cooking gear. So like a slicer or a peeler, maybe a grater, maybe a can opener, etc. And then I think if I have room for a third drawer, that might be where my towels and things of that nature go. And then below that, in the very bottom, would be where my blenders would be, my coffee grinder would be, things of that nature. So if I can find one that already has 4 drawers, that'd be awesome, but I probably might have to build that. So anyway, that is to the left of the stove. Right now it's in bins, as you can see. Functional, not aesthetically pleasing. So that'll be my countertop, which I will refinish. To the right of this is another countertop, which right now I've got my drying mat on. To the right of that is my sink. Now this sink is 19 inches deep by 24 inches, I guess, wide. The reason I opted for a larger sink, and I think I'll share the link where I got this, I believe that was on Amazon, is that my pots and pans don't shrink. So I will need I wanted a place where I can wash my sink without getting water everywhere. I opted to have the smooth one as opposed to the one that had the spring around it. That's just waiting for food to splash and get stuck in those springs. So that's me. I always think about how do I clean that first before I buy it. So anyway, so that is my sink. Now across the way from my stove is a apartment size refrigerator. It is 10.1 cubic feet, I think it's what it is. So on top is your freezer. Really nothing in it right now, but that is a freezer. I should have ice cream in there. In the bottom part is the fridge. So in the fridge, one of the things that I learned in my maiden voyage is that these trays are very helpful so that things don't spill everywhere, specifically when you're moving on the bus and you hit a bump. And my maiden voyage, some of the roads were pretty bumpy, and I had a lot of spillage as well as explosions in the refrigerator. So those trays are very helpful. So that is the lay of the kitchen. Whoops, I didn't show you one thing. So this stove is a propane based. So here is the propane canister. It is, I believe it's 20 gallons. So that's, and it's still green. There's an indicator there that tells you how full it is. It still shows it's green, and I've been cooking on here since July 18th, I guess. Well, I'll probably take a month off that. So July, August, September, October. So maybe 3 months if I didn't cook in July. August through October or mid-October, so 2.5 months. It's still green. So that thing lasts me for a long time. This is the kitchen. This is what Eleanor's kitchen looks like. It'll continue to evolve as I get new things and as I think about ideas and think about things. This will continue to evolve, but the basics are here. The basic functionality is in place. So I can cook, I can bake, I can clean, etc., etc. So I will try to find a different countertop. I like the countertop. I meant like maybe covering it. So I know that there's wood fill, things of that nature, and I can cover it however way I want to cover it. So that'll be happening hopefully within the next 6 months, but we'll see. I'll keep you posted. I'll talk about this area in the next video. This is a big area by itself. That's my power bank. So we'll talk about that. I'll share with you what power Eleanor has inside. for lighting, etc. So for now, that is a tour of Eleanor's kitchen. Right at that is my dirty sink. What is that? You just basically turn this on to the high, and then you turn this on while pushing that in, and it lights the flame. So I'll show you how to light that a little later. They light pretty fast on top. Ooh, that smells like propane.